Hello, Johnny London here once again. Well, it doesn't appear to be raining at the moment, so I'm going to have a go and see if I can get all the roof slats in place this afternoon. Before I do, there's just that centre joist to secure. I begin offering the roof slats up to see what they're going to look like. Well, there they all are, just laid in place so I can have a look. One problem that I had was they're all different thicknesses. So the little sort of numbering scheme I had for them has gone out the window, and I've ad hoc'd it so that there's not too many changes in thickness as I progress along the roof, because that might show through the roofing felt and possibly be a point of wear. However, those numbers will be useful because I can match them to their counterparts for the other side. So in a minute I'm going to start tacking that all together. Right, so I'll get nailing those in a minute, I think, and the only problem is I haven't got that many nails. I just went along to Screwfix to get some, but they won't be here till tomorrow, so there you go. I'll do what I can for now anyway. Well, it's a little bit more fiddly than you would think, actually. You'd think it would just be a question of sort of sticking up there and tacking a few nails in, work your way to the end, and you're there in a couple of minutes, aren't you? But I don't want to sort of drift off course and find that sort of when I get to the end, you know, there's straight and there's where the last plank is. So I'm sort of measuring and, you know, trying to keep them bunched up tight. There's little gaps, obviously, but that's not a problem. I can caulk them out if I need to, and in any case, of course, it's all going to be covered with something waterproof. But it does look like it's going to be a really good, strong roof, actually. I can get away with leaving them all in place as I start hammering the nails, as long as I'm careful. Probably want a hard hat on for this, really, but it's in the attic and I'm not going to get it. Of course, because of the type of nails that I'm using, they're these very sort of, I think when they make them they just sort of pinch the end off. So because they're flat, they're good if you put them in with a wood grain, because they won't split this sort of wood, hopefully. So that's why I went for them. And also the heads, well, they'll effectively be sort of lost heads, and that's good because I don't want anything sticking up to risk damaging the felt or whatever I put on the top. Haven't decided yet. But the thing is with them, because of the end, I don't know if you can even see that, they're sort of pinched off there like that. So unless you hit them absolutely dead plumb with the hammer every time, if you get ever such a slightly glancing blow, of course the thing just bends. So they're a little bit frustrating, but I think they're the right thing for the job. So I'm just going to keep cracking on with them. I'm actually fixing a pair at a time to ensure they line up. And I check the orientation of each one as I go. Textbook. And there we have it, all tacked in place. Waiting for some more nails though. Maybe just got time to have a look at doing a little bit of that canopy. I've got a handful of nails left, so why not? Well, I'm all out of nails for today, so that's where we'll leave it. Well, it's the next day and still no word from Screwfix as to where my nails have gotten to. I've ordered another couple of bits and pieces in the meantime, so I'm bound to get pinged at some point to go and collect something, well, hopefully. But in the meantime, I've been having a look at this. I've got a couple of bits of wood that I've sort of painted up all ready to go, and I've got to make up a kind of decorative sort of front bit. I'll just add a little bit of support to these, and just sort of, you know, a bit of a rain shelter area generally. So just going to do a bit of figuring out. Robin's about. I'm aiming to make a better version of that, actually. That's the old one, of course. Yeah, something like that. Well, what I'm doing there is probably a bit overkill. I've decided to just sort of raise the sort of horizontal side bits up off the ground, just because it will let sort of water drain underneath. And we've got these little feet I'm putting them on made out of just thin off cuts of that wood. I'll just waterproof the undersides of them, and I think the way it's going to come together, it will just sort of look ornate and hopefully just be sort of that little bit more impervious to the weather. Something like that anyway. Well, what I've had to do there is find in amongst my wood pile a slightly subprime piece of wood, but it'll be alright by the time it's sanded and painted up, just to finish off things on my little veranda. That's hopefully going to go something like that with another piece in the middle. Would you believe it? The nails have arrived. Finally. Better. Right, so that one's all done, all fixed. Now all I've got to do is take that one out, fix it and put it back. Well, where has all the time gone? More to the point, where's all the light gone really? That's the problem. I'm not an early starter. I didn't get cracking till sort of midday. Lost the light by 4 o'clock. What can you do? But I've got all the sort of decorative balustrading type veranda bits, whatever you want to call it. I'm just going to have to leave the roof for another day. By the time I take the covers off, I've got sort of, you know, a couple hundred nails to whack in. It's just going to be too dark for all that. So I'll quit while I'm ahead, and probably there's a cold one inside with my name on it. See you next time.